poem is dedicated to my girls I worked with over the summer. Don't act like you know me. Don't act like you know the chemical composition of these burnt topaz spherical crystals that hide behind the windows of this frame. Don't act like you can see the thoughts that wrestle around in my arena of intelligence that somehow make way to the portal of my lips and trip into making sense, because you don't know a damn thing about me. I could tell you of how these spherical crystals learned about love, how they watched as a coward who called himself a man being loved into my mother's portrait with the back of his hand, how the stairs turned into an escalator, one forming into the other as he dragged her by her hair. And all I could do was stare, because at 4 years old, you only do what you are told to, so I ran back to my room and hid behind the door and prayed that when the H2O mixed with the Maybelline and the porcelain of my sink, my mother would look in the mirror and back at me and see that we deserved better. Because the black and blues held no truth about love. See, I could tell you of how reality wrestles with knowledge in my arena of intelligence, because in reality, things get worse before ever getting any better. But I know they will get better. At 17, I watched as my life broke down into the crevices of disappointment and disbelief, because my life was once again broken. When they took my father away in handcuffs again, I watched as my mother lost her best friend and how the bottles of wine turned into handles of liquor, and now she can't even remember what sober is. While she was always out, while she was finding comfort in the South, my sister was always out trying to find love in the next man's jeans, only to come home and go to war with me about how our DNA could never be the same, because unlike me, she wasn't perfect. And although she was reckless, she wasn't worthless, and I hope she knows that I was only trying to love her. But what I learned is that the only one who can make her understand is the man who gave her the skills that glide her along to the other side of the stage. The reason why she does tap, jazz, hip hop, and ballet is still because when she was 5 years old, he gave her a ballerina that sits still in her windowsill until the wind blows and twirls all her troubles away. See, I want her to know of my flaws. Even though it looks this way, I don't have it all together. I still tremble in stormy weather that promises gray skies for days, and I'm still trying to fight the nightmares away that say addiction is genetic. Because ever since he picked up his first joint, I'll never forget how it turned him into the skeleton we somehow call human. Even though we all know it kills your brain cells, and without those, we can't unlock your soul. The nucleus of all things you, the nesting grounds for a smart, talented, and driven individual, the place that knows you are my brother. And even if another wanted to, they couldn't replace you, just like your favorite song on the radio. It's impossible. Don't act like you know me. Don't act like you know the type of liquid roses that flow through the streams of my veins. Don't act like you can hear the beats that come from the drum that echo through my chest to make up the air that I breathe. Because you don't know a damn thing about me. Let me tell you what makes my liquid roses erupt every time I hear ignorant nonsense about how the poor are poor because they like poverty, and that girl is really stuck up and snobby, and he should hit the gym because he has a less than okay body. Listen to the stories that make my rhythm speed. Listen to the stories that make my heart bleed about the girl who jumped off the bridge because they don't know what being homosexual is like. And listen to the story about the family who lost their star football player to gang violence, and now there's no prayer that can help them sleep at night. So know what it's like to know me. Knowing me is knowing about real life, and after each night I wake up to morning, and some days the sun doesn't shine, but it's worth it to be alive with the possibility of seeing the sunset. And although I haven't made it yet, I'm grateful. Don't act like you know me. Thank you, guys.